This week on Talk of the Town, a Citizen's Take recaps comments made in a recent City Council meeting about the future of Midland Square. Our only highlights are from Lady Bears Lacrosse in their big win over Provo.
It was announced that the Tremont City Council took a trip to Ogden, to 25th Street. It's an old street that's been revitalized. Ogden City has decided to put in some new awnings. They've made some changes to the street that's made the street more inviting and more welcoming. Tremont City has gotten some ideas from their visit to Ogden and have decided that they're going to put together a Main Street Revitalization Committee in Tremont. This committee will be comprised of veterans and citizens of all walks of life. This committee will have a charge of meeting together and coming up with ways of which to revitalize Main Street. It's a great effort. Our Main Street is struggling, and we need to do something to our Main Street. And so they will be charged with coming up with ways to add some curb appeal. What can we do to our Main Street to make it more of an inviting place? And what can we do to Midland Square to make it an area that will promote our business community? In our meeting yesterday, we had several veterans join us in City Council. It was great to hear from them. They came with some suggestions. I'm going to mention just a few. One citizen suggested that the city leave the clock tower up and to put the Constitution on one side of that clock tower. Another suggested that we put up bigger, larger flags and newer flags. Another one suggested that we have a statue of Iwo Jima, that there be a special area to celebrate women in service, maybe those that are MIA or those who are considered POWs. They also, the veterans that attended, which were a few, suggested they felt really good about improving the lighting and restrooms in that particular area. They even felt good about removing the spruce trees that have kind of outgrown that area. Some of them feel like it should be more of a military park rather than service as a community gathering place. One veteran had gone to the extent of even putting together a concept plan. Another felt like that there should be kiosks or QR codes throughout the park that would educate individuals on the history of military, or even spotlighting certain military servicemen or servicewomen that have served from our community. But also improved parking was even talked about by one of the military, of improving parking. If there were ever a time when a business had decided to leave the area, that maybe we could use that area for some parking down on Main Street. All those things were accepted, and we were grateful as a community to hear those public comments. But last night, in regards to Midland Square, the final concept had been approved several meetings ago, but at the meeting last night, it was repealed. In fact, that grant from the Rural Communities Opportunity Grant, it is about $405,000 worth of grant monies, and we're hoping that this committee, the Main Street Revitalization Committee, we're hoping that those citizens can come up with a plan that everyone can feel good about and be able to put Midland Square to some good use. This grant money is for economic development. It requires that our city, though, chip in 30% matching funds. Now, I need to mention that Tremont City is a city that saves for what they do. So this 30% has already been saved in what we call an RDA, or a redevelopment agency. This fund has already been set aside. The money has already been saved. And so that 30% is not a concern, as it has already been saved by our city council, who are very frugal. One citizen mentioned that what we really need to do is increase foot traffic to our main street. And I believe that's true. One citizen said, we need to lead the change and focus on the new. We have so much to be grateful for. Our past, we have a great history. Tremonton has many things to celebrate, but we do need to focus on the new, and we need to celebrate change. It is true that preserving the business community of Tremonton is vitally important. We all benefit from increased sales tax revenue. Shopping local is vital. It will help us to keep our sales tax monies here. This money is a great way to improve our community. Tremonton City has always had a budget, and they live within that budget. We don't go over the budget. Tremonton City is known to save for what the improvements that they make in Tremonton City. That can't be something that all communities do, but Tremonton City saves for the improvements that they're trying to make in their city. Also last night, our mayor talked about growing water smart. Apparently, the county met with all the city leadership to discuss water recently. Water is important, and we need to protect it. In a recent city survey of citizens, 91% of citizens were concerned about water, and rightly so. On April 11th, at the USU campus in Brigham City, Utah, citizens of Tremonton are invited to come together to discuss with our county a water plan. And this water plan meeting is open to everyone. We all know that the city has purchased water shares to help us with our secondary water. There are those who feel like that canal water is only used for agricultural, and that is so true, that canal water is used for agricultural. But there are times when agricultural land has been sold to developers for residential. And in that case, many times the city has been able to purchase those water shares from the land that was once agricultural to help us with water that we can use for residences. So the city has been vigilant in purchasing water shares for the purpose of secondary water, but totally respect the fact that it's important that the agricultural community have the water that they need.
Tremonton City Council will be held on April 2nd. Be sure to attend and voice your concerns. Connie Archibald will continue to recap the meetings to help you stay in the know. Talk of the Town is made possible by supportive sponsors who love our community. Show your love by supporting them today.
Mickelson spins one way, comes back with the other, and there's going to be the first goal here for the Lady Bears this time. Mackenzie Mickelson in the middle. Wilkinson slams on the brakes, brings it right back out. Here's Adams with a shot and a goal. Now pushed down by a double teamer by Provo, staying with the defense. Bartholomew, but walking all the way around the cage, and Wilkinson bringing it up. Splits the defense in the middle, and a quick shot to get her second goal of this evening. Centers it back up here with Jesse Larkin. Larkin spins up her defender, lines up a shot, and another goal there for Bear River. There's a whistle, there's a shot, and another goal. Her second of this evening, Mackenzie Mickelson. Mickelson looking for the hat trick, and will get it. Going to be our first new course deal here for Bear River, and that's going to be Mackenzie Mickelson again, bringing it back here to JC. Larkin spins side, gets past 3 defenders, gets the goal. This pass going to be intercepted here by Josephine Tanner, another new core stealer for the Lady Bears. Tanner's usually defensive player in a wraparound goal. First one tonight here for number 40 and a half to go. Long pass going to be taken away. Another new core steal. JC Larkin into the middle, looking for the hat trick and gets a winds up. There's a shot, and Pearson with her first goal. Hadley. Kerrigan driving inside. There's a shot and another goal, and the first one here for Hadley. Kerrigan. Tanner behind again. Skiing with it, but knocked loose from behind here by Tanner. And complete. The turnover here by Eve, also Wilkinson. Takes it for a jog around the cage. And puts another one in on a shot. Good pass into the middle, and Mickelson. Find the cage, and then Des meets her on the other side. Here's a pass into Cummings. Good pass, good shot. And Cummings with her second goal of this evening. Grilled food, valuable. Wilkinson making it look too easy with another goal. Drives in, there's a shot, and gets her second of this evening. Winds up, here's a shot deflected away here by Wise. Brooklyn with the shot in the middle, gets her first goal. Dives and pulls back out. Here's another quick shot and a goal, this time by Criddle. With it on the far side. Isaac downfield. Gonna hit a double team here with Wilkinson and Cummings. A little trouble with it. And a new core steal here for Sydney Cummings. Back behind the cage with it. Cummings back over to Mickelson. Catches it and throws one more in.
So another big win for your girls. Just what's the drive for them? How do they continue to just dominate?
They play for each other. It's that simple. They just love playing for each other, and as a coach, it's awesome because it's really, I just let them do it their way, and I adjust to fit what we have.
And so you had 10 girls score tonight. 3 of them had hat tricks or more. Just tell us about your offense.
Offense is what it is every year. We just, like, literally, they play for each other, and if someone's open in the 8, they're going to make that pass. If they got an opportunity to score, they're going to do it. If you noticed in that fourth quarter, we literally had pretty much our whole JV in. And yeah. And we literally had our whole JV crew in, and we had just a few of our varsity girls just to help move the ball around. And they come open in the 8, they dish them the ball. The expectation is that someone's open, we make that pass, and it worked out good for us tonight.
And you did have 3 sophomores who came in, got a goal in the back of the net. What kind of a confidence boost is that for the younger girls?
That's a great compliment because, like, they're going to be the ones taking over this team when all these seniors leave us. And just like every year, we get those youngers that start to build confidence, and it just rolls over for that next year.
And then always tough defense. You got both your goalies in. A couple got past, but other than that, just tell us about the defense.
Our defense has been rock solid for a lot of years, and right now, this is the first year we've never allowed over 10 points in any of our games so far. And so if we can keep that rolling, that would be awesome. I just want them to keep improving every game. It's not about what the score is. It's just about us improving and us playing our game. And because it's really, at the end of the day, it's us getting ready for the playoffs at the end of the year. And I just want them to keep improving. That's all I really want.
Shelby, you're going to be our player of the game tonight for your tough play. 4 goals, but you also had a lot of great assists. Tell us about the play and how you're able to accomplish what you did tonight.
I think with the goals, there's so many people up top that distract their defender, and I think that's key in especially rapid crease that me and Mackenzie do a lot. And so that, and then assists, they're just so good at cutting, getting loose to their defender, and catching the ball. So.
And so how are you able to see and get that assist in there so well? Just because you had a lot of those tonight too, to have other Bears be able to score. 10 Bears scored tonight. How are you able to help others do the same?
A lot of it goes to communication. We've been really working on communication as a team, and people behind me, people in front of me saying, hey, look in the eight, Sydney's open, Kenzie's open, Sadie's open, things like that.
Tell me a little bit about the underclassmen and how they're learning from you guys and evolving with the game.
I love the underclassmen so much. They come in and they work hard every single day, and they so deserved all those minutes that they got and all the goals that they got today.
And so you guys have kind of a big break. What's the plan to be ready when it comes back to facing Mountain Crest?
Over the break, we're planning on doing some fun team bonding activities and doing some practice as a team to really get our skills down and to work on our fundamentals.
We hope you have a great spring break. Be sure to watch our coverage of Bear River Baseball and tune in next week to see what's new on Talk of the Town.